Hi, welcome to the garden today. Today we're going to be going through the front yard garden and all the things we got growing in containers, and we've got a couple of raised beds. It's my wife Kelly. And this here's the raspberries we've been growing. And be careful you can get in all this stuff. I got 3 different kinds. We got the, I will say, the Crimson Knight has tasted good. Really hadn't tasted the Glencoe yet. And what's the other one called? Huh?
Dormant Red.
Dormant Red. They don't taste very good. You know, we tried it 2 or 3 times. It's got a very weak flavor to it, kind of a bland flavor. So, and that's what I'd heard in any of the stuff that you read about them. They can handle the heat, but they don't have the flavor. Now, some people like that flavor. So if you like a bland tasting raspberry, that's the berry for you, I guess. But over here, we've got the onions growing here, 3 different kinds. The Vidalia, or Vidora, one of those. The Texas 10Y, or 1015Y, super sweet, and then the red one, forgot the name of it. Here we have the broccoli, and when you look at this broccoli, it's just starting to see that light. If you can get real close, you start to see that light color there. And there are 1 or 2 seeds there. There's a hole right there. That's when you want to go ahead and get them. It's fixing to go bad. It's probably a day or 2 past its prime, but still good. So we'll go ahead and harvest that. If you'll carry that part. These are our pineapples. I will show you something on these pineapples were put in the garage, so they look okay. Some of the pineapples we did, and we got down to 26, 28 degrees on the temperature. This here is the elephant garlic growing here. That one's a little bit older than that one. Those I found they start to sprout, so I planted them a little late, but they're doing fine. These, I need to plant these out. These are the onion, the cougar onion that's growing. And then we got this one. And this one is past its prime. If you'll notice when you shake, see all the little seeds coming out in it. You know, it's just not flavorful. You can eat it, I guess. Can you see that? Well, I don't know if you can on the camera. And this got a little bitty head on it, so we'll go ahead and let it grow, see what happens with it. Over here with the cauliflower, and this is just now starting to make a little bitty head. Now, cauliflower is kind of funny because you don't see anything on it, and within 3 or 4 days, that would be a pretty good size. So let's keep a look on it. Something's eat this here, but it still looks like that's old damage, so I'm not too worried about it. This is the Sumo Mandarin. It's the one that's got the flame neck to it. It's not the actual Sumo, because Sumo is a variety of the sheer, it's an S, but I can't say it, so that's why I used to say Sumo. Then up over here, we got the beets. They're not doing much at all. I have a hard time growing beets here. We do have acidic soils. I did lime the soil. I've also got something that is eating the leaves. You can see these leaves are eat off here. I don't know what it is. I'm thinking that slugs is the same thing that ate all the carrots, because I also planted carrots here, and that's the only carrot that survived. So that's kind of frustrating, but I guess I got 1 carrot right there. But like I said, I came at night. I haven't seen anything. I've only came up once or twice. I hadn't really checked it real close. But just the green tea, you do have to keep it in when it gets below freezing. And I guess we'll come up over here. These are snap peas, and they survived the weather just fine. If you want to pick,
Yeah, I'm letting you get that. So.
you know. I did have to water all this stuff here, so it's been really warm. Now, I will show you something since we're here. I left all these outside. They're sitting right here. They're more of an ornamental than they are anything else, so I left them. This is how they look. They look fine. They were left out through the whole weather. Okay, but they're underneath the eaves of the house. So this one here was left out, but it was out in the open, and you see it received quite a bit of damage to it, the freeze damage. The main thing is it got a frost on this one. That one over there didn't. Now, one thing we're going to look at over here, this is the Mysore. Put that up because that's a sharp knife. First time I cut with it, I cut in the watermelon, which is what it is. The knife blade slipped and I cut my finger and it bled pretty bad. Okay, this is the fruit. Now, one thing I don't like about it is you have to pull fairly hard to get the fruit to come off. And it's ready. It's just you have to pull. And sometimes when you pull, if you're not careful, you go into the stickers. This thing's got a lot of stickers on it. So, Kelly,
Sorry.
try that. I'm not that much on raspberry, so.
Got peel over there from the green peas over there.
Pick it up.
Where'd
It's the
it
one
go?
we got. Still tart.
Still hard. Yeah. Still hard.
How's the overall taste in it?
I like those other ones better.
Crimson Night.
You like the Crimson Knight's a better flavored one, but
Yeah.
is it better than the Dorman Red?
Yeah, because dormant red doesn't have much flavor. Or
Okay.
it has something. You'll find it.
Now over here, we have the blood orange. I would leave those a little longer than I used to because I realized you can't. I throw it up there and you couldn't read it, so I'm gonna pick the. We're gonna go and try one of these. Now I don't know. It might be a little early on these. I know mandarin. Mandarins you can do that with. They're not completely, colored up. We're gonna see if this is that way or not. I know somebody that they've been living in the city for a while and moved to the country, and they peeled them a bunch of oranges and they went and threw them out to the chickens or whatever, and nothing ate them. Their parents looked at them and said, "Why don't you throw all those banana or orange peels out there?" And they said, "Well, thought something might eat them." They said, "Well, they ain't nothing gonna eat a stinking orange peel." Which that is a good thing. You don't see. I haven't had the other animals, the squirrels and stuff, steal the oranges because they have to taste that orange peel first, and that just really stops them. Now, there's the color.
What is that?
This is a blood orange.
Oh, I can't have it.
You can have one.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you can.
I don't want to. I just don't want to take a risk.
There's no risk. It makes it just slightly. If you're on some medications, the blood oranges have the same stuff in it that grapefruits have, and one of the things is high blood pressure, which I'm also on.
I get labs tomorrow.
I do too. I don't care.
Yeah, that's fine. Your stuff's not as important as mine.
It's good. What do you think?
It smells
It
good.
tastes like an orange. It's got a faint amount of the pomelo flavor to it. The pomelo is a little stronger than this. And pomelo has a slight amount of taste like a grapefruit without the tartness. So, and I did kind of dance around the fact that this does not taste like grapefruit, okay? But you get a whiff of it, I guess, without the tartness. In fact, it's not completely ripe, so it's good. Like the flavor of it. So anyway, Cara is another one I had. We had one of it earlier. It was a bigger fruit and it was in ground, so it was bigger. It was juicier than this one was, but then again, stuff in pots don't always do as good. You're not going to get the quality of fruit in a container as you would get in the ground. But the good thing about this one is I can move it into the garage And like right now, the fruit's on it now. If I left it outside, it might or might not have froze. But if you get below 26, 28 degrees for any period of time, it's going to destroy the fruit. And it could, you know, a lot of this damage you're seeing here is damage from the leaf miners, and they're just bad. I'm going to try to spray more often with dormant oil, trying to keep them off. We'll see how that works. This here's the Myers lemon. We picked all the lemons off of it. Now it's blooming. It's got some little lemons on it. I don't know if they'll make it or not, but they're still not going to produce until next fall regardless. And where your citrus, as far as your lemons, if it does lose all these buds, it will put more buds on. So it's not like a peach tree. If a peach tree fully blooms out, it's not going to make any more blooms. So we'll talk about that here in a minute. Over here, we lost my wife. Over here we got the loquat tree, and we did put this in the garage twice. It has set some good loquats, so we're gonna make good loquats. The good thing about having it in the pots is I can push it in the garage, so if we have any more cold weather, because once it produces this fruit, it can only take down about 28 degrees. So that's why it's out close to the garage, so we have to shove it into the garage each time. So that can be a problem. Oh man. This is a lychee tree, and I do believe that, well, maybe not. No, I don't think that's blooms. I was wondering if that was already starting to bloom out. We've had some really weird weather this year.
Peppers. Lots of the peppers on there. Lots of the peppers.
And yeah, you have to talk at me because I don't know if that camera is going to work. This is the other lychee tree. This is Yehuda, or Yehuda. It's less tart than some of the other ones. The one over there, champagne, it has a tartar flavor. It's either good or bad, according if you like tartness or not. This is the damage, because this one sat right here. We hadn't moved it, and it, got a significant amount of damage. It didn't kill it, but so if it drops down below freezing a little bit, you should put it at least up on the porch, so the frost won't hit. Because I think this is frost damage more than it is even freeze damage. So I'm just kind of learning because I haven't grown pineapples that much, but I have grown one, and according to some of the YouTubers, that means you're an expert. I am joking about that. This is Valencia orange. It's a very late orange, but still got oranges on it. And then we'll come around here. Trying to keep this thing growing. This is Katuk, or sweet leaf, and if you need any leaves, you can take them. But I don't know how good they're going to be. And it can take, if it froze back to the ground, it can still come out growing. The problem I've had with it though is once it freezes to the ground, it takes a long time, way into the summer, before it starts putting out fruit again. I mean, it starts putting out leaves again. So basically, you just take the leaves off and use them in a salad. It's got a sweet flavor to them. Then you want to try one of the sweet, see if they still got the sweet flavor to them or not?
Sure.
I mean, that's one of the older leaves, so. Okay. This one here, N33, navel orange. I'm gonna say there. This here is the other. I'm gonna plant these around, I think. This is the pomelo. Is Oro Blanco, and they're pretty much ready. I mean, whenever you want to try one, son, we'll try it. Or you'll try it. You like them better than I do. It was funny. My son had tried them like 4 or 5 times before he forgot if he liked them or not. So it's just got an unusual flavor to them. And we've never tried the Oro Blanco, so we'll find out if he likes that one or not. If I can, just over here, I think this one sat here, and it got even more damage. So you're seeing all the damage here, and the only reason I'm saying that is if you look at the one on the carport or underneath the porch, they didn't get any damage. So it does, it's a good idea to bring them in. This is my nectarine tree. Yeah, it's full of bloom, and it's January 7th, 8th, January 8th. I mean, The fruit's pollinated, it's got bees on it, it'll make the little fruits. I just got to keep it from getting below. I mean, here's the little nectarines right here. I'm getting pretty close to where I'm going to have to spray them. And I am going to keep up on spraying this year because they'll make these little fruits like that. Now that does not mean that fruit's going to stay with you right there, but at least it's kind of started. But even if it's not pollinated, they'll still make those little bitty green fruits to about the size of a pea. Then they fall off. Once it gets to the size of a pea, I'm going to spray them to keep with fungicide to keep the brown rot off of them, because you got to do it early. If you do it late, it may already have the fungus on it, and it just doesn't. That brown rot will present itself late. It can be on the fruit, and if it gets on it early, you can spray all you want to. It's not going to kill it. And then once you start, right before you pick, it starts turning. So it doesn't really do good. Your early sprays are actually more important than your late sprays. It's one of those weird deals. This here's the different pineapples that I've been growing from the pups or whatever. They look pretty raggedy, but they'll be okay. We have been bringing them in and out, so they gotten the leaves bunged up and stuff. So, and these are all extras. If they all died, it would not hurt my feelings really that bad. Strawberry guava, it's there. No idea what that was. And then over here, this is kind of wobbly, so I had to stake it down. Forget which one it is. Oh, it's the Page Mandarin. It's supposed to be really good taste, but it has a lot of seeds. That's its claim to fame. Yeah, just sprinkling.
Yeah, definitely.
Pineapple guava's there. I probably need to put those in the ground. They keep blowing over on me. The Kishu, I believe is the name of that one. And then there's the lemonade tree. We picked all the fruit off of it. It's looking fine. We'll come over this part of the garden. And this one is full bloom. This is either Tropic Snow or Tropic Beauty. It's in full bloom. So I've got to save these because it's not going to have any more blooms left on it once it gets through. And we're supposed to get colder next week, but yeah. Well, there's not a whole lot blooming right now, so they're going to be hitting it. And I think the neighbor's got a hive somewhere back over there. So, which is good for me. But they're already putting out the leaves. And once they put out the leaves, it's pretty much, you don't want to have a really cold weather, or if you do, it could potentially kill the tree. When Snowmageddon hit, we had some of these trees like this in the ground, and they bloomed. It's gonna be like this year, super early. They put out, and then you got to be careful that they're not going to. They'll put the little fruit on about that big, but that tree is really vulnerable to cold weather at that time. And if you get down in the low teens, it can kill the tree. Where normally low teens doesn't hurt the tree if it's fully dormant on a peach tree. Over here is the pineapple. We're still keeping it alive. We'll see how it does. Now the pineapples that these produce will be very sweet. It doesn't have any tart flavor to it. It'll probably be the best pineapple you ever ate. If all you've ever eaten is one from the store. So at least that's what our first one was like, and I think that's what they're going to continue to be. Now you'll notice this tree over here has a higher chill hour requirement, so it's just sitting here like it should, not putting out any fruit, not putting out any blooms, sitting there waiting for winter to be over. Because it's got a higher chill hour, it knows that the winter's not over with, so it's not putting out the blooms. This one, the chill hours were met, so it bloomed out thinking winter's over with. So that's kind of the problem that you have with those two. And one thing I did want to show you over here, we got a nice, big, pretty, useless broccoli. And I would say we did this just so y'all could see it and understand it, and you know, it was not something we messed up on. That's no good, you know. In fact, you can't eat that at all, can you?
No.
So you got to be careful, because you know, 4 days ago this looked really pretty, really good. You could have done it. We got busy. I didn't come out here and look at it, And you know, in just a few days, it goes from being really pretty, really good to, you know, chicken feed. So just something to think about when you're looking at these things. Now, hopefully you're going to get some side shoots. These side shoots are still good, but this is starting to need to be picked pretty soon. So, because once they get that kind of look to them, you have to pick those too. We'll put that in there and get the chickens. Then over here, kind of got the same thing happening on this one, so it doesn't matter the size. This one did the same thing. That one might be, you might save that one, like all the little hard parts off of it. But
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about the blueberries, and they are blooming out too. They bloomed out a lot more than 2 days ago. I had to water these because it's finally getting dry. Normally I don't water in the wintertime. And these are the blueberries. This is Sweet Crisp, and it is fully bloomed out. They do tend to bloom earlier. Over here, these are rabbit eye blue. These two are here are rabbit eye blueberries. These others are southern high bush. Southern high bush tends to bloom earlier, though that one's blooming out some too, and so is this one. But the tendency is they don't. That's another tree that has a higher chill hours, Roddenberry peach. Got 1 or 2 blooms, so that's the way they should look. Now it hasn't lost its leaves yet. Those are old leaves. Here's a lemonade tree. Pink lemonade. Blueberry. Got a few blooms on it, which is good. It tends not to bloom. It's a shy producer. It just doesn't produce as much as the others. This one here is O'Neill, that I keep wanting to call my plum O'Neill. And it's got a few on it. It kind of had a rough year, so we thinned it back. This has tried to die on me for several years, and so far it hasn't done it yet. Here's another Sweet Crisp. It's not quite as far along as the other ones. But anyway, starting to rain, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.